gentlemen, look who it is. It's Mr. Donny Fandango. What's up, Donny Fandango?
Good morning, fellas.
Week in Rage coming up. You looking forward to week 2 of the NFL?
Absolutely.
Coming off a big win last week.
I love it. We could be 2-0 after this week. Who would have thought
Right now, and it may only last for another 48 hours, but Donnie's team is undefeated.
That's right.
Which may affect the overall saltiness of the Week in Rage. I guess we'll see. He's in too good a mood right now.
You never know.
The Week in Rage is coming up next. We'll do it right after Audio Slave. So did you hear, Donny Fandango, the Beat a Woman segment this morning?
I did, as a matter of fact, yeah.
Right. So I'm just kind of curious as some of these games to see where Donnie weighs in on these, because Donnie also is a huge football. Are you in a fantasy league again this year?
I'm in a couple, yes.
A couple?
Yeah, because remember
That's right. Oh, that's right.
He got 2 running backs that were on bye weeks
the same week. That's right.
And my first running back that I took was Steven Jackson.
Yes. All right. Well, good times. So, I mean, let's start with your game. And how do you feel about the Raiders and the Bills? I mean, because both teams played well last week.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be tough, man. I mean, the Bills' strong suit had I didn't think was going to be stopping any sort of run by any stretch of imagination. That was a big problem for them last year. So they're going to obviously have their hands full with Darren McFadden. But at home, coming off that win like that, I got to go Buffalo, man. I got to.
What about the Rams and Giants on Monday night?
Man, I can't. I cannot subscribe to this theory that the Rams are going to go in there and win. I think the Giants are going to win.
All right, Eagles-Falcons. This is the one that was like the point of contention between Gerald, our listener, and Ravy.
Everything else,
Ravy's got the Falcons. Gerald's
on.
got the Eagles. Who do you like?
I go Eagles, man.
Battle of the Birds.
Yeah, I go Eagles. I think that even though both teams have a lot to prove, man, I think that Michael Vick wants to go in there and show Atlanta what they're missing.
What about Chargers and the Patriots?
Oh, I go Patriots there. That hurts
I think
to say.
you have to.
Yeah.
Chargers usually really soft this time of year anyway. They, with their slow starts, and they usually come on like the second half of the season.
Yeah.
Bears and Saints?
I go Saints there. I'm still not a Bears believer.
No.
Even after the week one
last
win.
week was a fluke?
I mean, maybe not necessarily a fluke, but I don't necessarily think that they
Feel that way about the Bills?
Wow.
He's picking with his heart.
Yeah, that's what that is.
Can't be a homer there. But, okay, then finally, Houston, Miami. I mean, Miami looked great. I mean, they were playing the Patriots, who were having like a great game even as Patriots go. But they hung in there. They looked really good. Chad Henne looked great. And then, obviously, Houston looking good this year.
Yeah.
Even though they were playing a really awful Colts team last week.
Yeah, I think that Houston offense is going to give the Dolphins some more trouble. That's what I think.
And
so I
some
go
people
Houston
picking
there.
Houston to go to the Super Bowl.
Wow, I don't know about that, but I mean, they definitely can make some noise, man.
I heard it from
Like,
somebody.
Really? I was going to say.
Somebody said it.
Like Houston's going to beat the Patriots?
Somebody said it.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I just don't see it.
The AFC stuff. Houston's going to beat the Jets? I don't know.
Yeah.
Houston's going to beat the Steelers? I mean, I know they had a bad game last week, but I mean, you want to talk about fluky.
It'll all hash itself out soon.
Texans have a bunch to prove, man, but you never know. Maybe the defense is redone with Wade Phillips. Who knows?
They're getting there. All right, Donnie, are you ready?
Yeah, let's do it, man.
Let's do it. Time for the Donny Fandango Week in Rage. Weekdays from 2 to 6 p.m. Used to follow us after 10. Now that's Lux. But Donnie's got himself a new schedule, and hopefully it was just one of the things that is helping him in his mental health.
I mean, he's an all-around great guy. We all know that.
Great guy.
But
Love
he
Donnie.
harbors this just rage
Does.
deep inside his gut.
It's baby steps to happiness for Donnie, and this is one of the elements of that. It's the Donny Fandango Week in Rage, where he can rant and rave about whatever's bugging him or on his mind this week. And we are all here for him. Riz, myself, Patrico, you, the listener, here for Donnie to let him vent. And we do even have a sponsor. They're very supportive as well.
Donnie's Week in Rage, sponsored by Supplement Superstore. Not just a store, it's an education.
All right. Donny Fandango, what is on your mind this week?
The first thing is, I think that there's almost nothing worse than when you have like a star, somebody that you really like, but they continue to do crappy things. Here's my point with this is Will Arnett. All right? Huge fan of that dude.
Arrested Development.
Oh my
American
God.
Polar.
I mean, just a really beyond super funny, great guy. And his new TV show called Up All Night with Christina Applegate might have been one of the worst 24 minutes of television that I have ever watched in my entire life.
I'm really looking forward to watching it.
Yeah, I have it DVR'd.
Man, I DVR'd it. I like Will so much that I had total faith in it, but it kind of reminds me when I saw David Cross in the Alvin and the Chipmunk movies. What are you doing
I thought
here?
the same thing.
Like, what in the world are you doing here? The show
You're a
is
dirty comic and you're doing a kids show.
Yeah, and the thing about the Up All Night show is that it is all the same contrived kind of jokes that you would expect from a show about a young family. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just seems like it's been written and done before.
You know
and
what
I just think Will's funnier than that.
You know what this means? It's going to be huge.
Probably so.
You know, because Arrested Development, that got pulled off the air because nobody was watching it. Yeah, it was a great show. All the shows that are a little smarter,
edgy, a little smart,
edgy, not as like dumbed down and what you would say like boring humor, where it's just like
it's like canned
like
humor.
knock jokes and stuff. Those shows are always huge.
Well, then this one's got a chance, man. This one's got a
and
chance.
I always wonder, like, do people watch this stuff? Like, how do they fall for it and just keep tuning in every week? Like this show.
Yeah.
Like,
True.
really? Somebody asked me earlier because you said John's got a small staff, and I said, oh, first of all, he's got a small staff. And they're like, how old are you, Woody? We wrote back thinking they were legitimately asking. 35. They're like, well, it was more like just throwing it out there after that small staff joke. Can't help it, but people like that stuff.
Yeah, man. So, again, maybe you guys will think differently than I do, but Up All Night, not the way to go. All right, so here's the last thing in the Week in Rage.
Not the way to go.
All right. This was from Wednesday.
This is the big one, too.
4:03 p.m.
Here we go.
The text comes from the 636 and says, and I quote,
I knew, because he tweeted this out. I knew this was coming today.
My iPod gets a lot of use now that you took Tom and Jeff's spot. Okay, I didn't acknowledge. I said,
You gotta take the high road.
You know, I'm just gonna let this one go, whatever. 7 minutes later, everybody. 7 minutes later. My iPod gets a lot of use now that you took Tom and Jeff's spot, so thanks for that, because I actually get to listen to good music and not your annoying voice.
Okay.
My response was this, and then I'm going to go on to a bit more of a detailed response. I get it. You don't like me. Oh, well, I'll have to live with that on my head. Then the guy goes into, and I didn't bring the other piece of paper where he talked about how there's the Facebook page about getting rid of me and bringing back Tom and Jeff and blah, 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 blah. So here's what I got for you. My question is simple. What did I do? And let me ask you even this. What was I supposed to do? When Tommy the Boss came to me to do afternoons, was I supposed to say, no, the only people that can ever do that shift in the history of this radio station is Tom and Jeff. I won't do it. Was that what I was supposed to do? Because if that's what I was supposed to do, that's the dumbest damn thing I've ever even heard of, all right?
That's what that guy wanted you to do.
That is obviously, all right? So, listen. You don't like me.
Donnie, would you like a promotion? No.
No, I don't want that. No, thanks. Listen, you don't like me? That's cool. I get it. All right? You don't have to listen. I see no reason to take the extra step to talk the nonsense. It's so easy to hide behind that texter. I find it annoying and funny and BS all at the same time, all right?
Texting tough guys. Look at my strong fingers.
They're out there.
Listen, yeah, they're there right now, probably blasting me as we speak. I'm still figuring out what I'm doing in Afternoon Drive, all right? All I ask is that you give it a shot. I've been at least marginally successful at every day part I've ever done at this radio station. I want to be a great afternoon host for the station. I'm going to do it. I'm going to keep working at it until I get it right. But all I ask is that you give me a shot. That's it.
314 has the solution to your problem. It says, Donnie, just call Jeff and tell him to stop texting. Getting it.
Getting it. So that's it. It's not even necessarily rage. It's just that.
You know what I'd like to see you actually call that guy up.
I'm going to help put your mind at ease. Hopefully he'll pick up.
Hello.
Hey, is Tom and Jeff ever coming back, even if there are Facebook pages and everything out there?
Nope.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Who am I speaking with?
Tommy.
Tommy, the program director?
Correct.
Okay, there you go, Donnie.
All right, thanks.
Thanks, Tommy.
See you.
All right.
So that's it, my friends. That is my Week in Rage for this Friday.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. How you feeling, Donnie?
I'm all right.
I hate you.
going with?
Let's do Chevelle and let's do Closure. They were
Closure
amazing.
from Chevelle.
Amazing at Point Fest.
Post Weekend Rage on-demand request.
By the way, I
There you
think
go.
that clears up that.
Yep. Have fun. Knock yourself out. 105.7 The Point.